Hey.
Hey.
How do you feel?
Okay now, but it was touch and go for a while. Lane will probably never forgive me. For that matter, I might not either.
I knew that fight. The spindle, giving her life like that. It'd be on your mind all night. How could it not? And I've been mulling over what to tell you this morning. I had a speech planned, but you don't need a speech. You're like me. It'd ring false. So I'm going to tell you what I'd need to hear after something like that. You did good. It was an awful situation, but you stood up and did what needed to be done without hesitating. Not many people have that kind of grit.
I can't shake the...
She made her choice. Look. Any sense of doubt or being shaken?
That was the part you practiced, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thoughts on what we do next?
We need to get everyone together. Our band, Arakim too. And I want you to call the meeting.
Me?
Yes. You.
I know you're not one to shy away from a fight, but you should have known better than to go toe-to-toe with that thing.
Casmin, I'm all right.
That's not the point, Brynn. I was really scared. You're okay. That's what matters. Sorry,
I understand. I'm here, though. Safe and sound like everyone else.
You're right. We're all here. That's what matters. Just... do me a favor and rest before you go after that thing again. I know you. You don't like to leave anything unfinished.
For your sake, and mine, I'll rest first.
So, you and Lane.
Do you approve?
I do, as a matter of fact. I consider Lane a dear friend. They deserve someone great like you. And as such, if either of you hurts the other, or messes this up in any way whatsoever, the party at fault will spend a week eating cold mashed potatoes for dinner.
That's only fair.
I'd set for my expectations of him was low. Subterranean. You would have to plumb tremendous depths to even glimpse it. And yet, I never would have expected him to stoop quite so low as he did at the Grand Gate.
Hey, Lane. How are you holding up?
I'm fine. My concern, rather, is for you. I have the utmost confidence in you, but that encounter gave me quite a fright. I was really worried. Are you all right?
I'm okay. Really. Are you sure you're fine?
Yes. Just ruminating on the numerous disastrous failures that led to this. Not by us, but...
We'd all love to protect the future.
Isla would still be here if I could.
I know. She saved us all.
Scholars rarely agree on much. But if there's one philosophy many of us share, it's that we must understand our past to build better futures. Maybe I couldn't have prevented this tragedy, but I can't help but mine the past for clues of what was to come. If only to stop it from ever happening again.
Hey there, good looking.
Who? Me?
Don't play coy with me. I do.
You always make me smile. I think never.
Then I'll have to...
Oh no, my one weakness. Flattery.
I really love something about what you knew.
If it...
Fair point.
You know...
Oh.
Brynn, I cannot fathom how you must have felt in that fight against the Surgeborn.
As strange as it is to say.
Yes. I can't stop rolling what you said before we went to Cassidon's around in...
About how we were ready for anything.
Yes. Quite. But your point was well made. We have overcome so much in this place. In moments, we're ready for anything. Lane seems to be moving with a great deal, even if recent events...
I'm really enjoying...
Do take care of them for...
Oh?
They are susceptible to shouldering. I'm sure you've noticed, but they're sensitive.
Yeah. With how...
Be patient. With...
Do you know what's amazing? Digging into the past and salvaging relics that change your... Maybe this is old hat...
I haven't been doing it that long.
Good. So, our relics of the day are those scries we recovered, which demolishes my original bet. My best guess now... I floated the idea with Dharm, and he was pretty into it.
Oh. Don't need me to do the asking this time?
No.
Hey, Eric.
Thank you, but... I don't think you want the real answer to that question.
I really do.
He deploys my entire team, a plan that requires utmost... And then? Meaningless forces, while Kenrick, goddamn Stanold, good people. It should have been him.
I know everyone's up in their heads right now, but we have real problems to solve. So let's clear the air.
She's right. I think we all have some very specific questions to ask.
Sev, this has to start with you. We knew you were working with the Eye. We told you we'd have your back. Help us understand what happened. Just breathe, Sev. Start from the beginning.
We're sometimes called the Water. Our order binds.
So that's how he sunk his claws into you.
Did you leave the Norians to become...
One never really leaves the Norians. If word got out about me betraying, but no.
It's true.
What did Stanild have?
It was all work on repair. He'd heard about our success with the... Thanks to your help,
Why is the Order so secretive?
We've always been... And we control the altruistic Norian. And so...
The most important...
Yes, Sev.
I swear, nothing I craftspeople. Unfortunately, they're all the same. I thought you all...
If you can't beat...
If you'd have...
Those of us who have been...
It's hard to have. Still wasn't quick enough.
I don't know what to make of any of...
When I was going through it,
You are all heard.
I have a hard time accept. Who knows what Stanild or... Only time will tell how much...
Lane, I hear you and I Sev, that considered, and before the blade could complete... You can never be a Norian again. And who are the Weavers but a group? You will stay.
Thank you, Horia.
I won't dance around now, but here's our...
Then let me, after I've repaired, or so he thought.
Not really.
He was increasing.
I'd agree.
Use my people.
There is a place. It's the secret. There was only a single...
The Grand Gate would take it.
Exactly.
Stanild thought he could...
His hope was to go down. He wanted to eventually fix
That arrogant idiot.
He'd read in his personal... In the hopes of discovering how it...
Meaning she might have been...
Then we have to pursue her research, clearly.
Good. But we...
which almost certainly will... It's hard to imagine any place...
On that, I have an idea. I'll need Brynn's...
Of course.
I agree.
Has anyone just thought...
What would we ask it?
No, she's right. It is
I'm not sure I'll get much.
Then we have a path forward. Sev...
My people have started calling it...
Of... destruction?
Why not both?
Fine. Sev pursues weak, and if she feels like it...
As good a path forward as we are...
Brynn, would you...
Check on Sev?
He did the right thing. All those issues that led him...
He needs us now more...
Exactly.
I appreciated your candor in the meetings.
It was terrifying. You didn't get to voice an opinion with the others. Are we...
All circumstances aside, Solar and I said we...
I knew something. It was very...
Me?
So much so it reeked of...
But you still took me...
Sorry. And
Stanild wouldn't use one.
the Talon was his...
Can you tell me more about Stanild's plan?
He was counting on Isla. The Talon had... But...
Right.
What else do we see on similar... Exactly.
You think the Aerolith...
I do.
You think the Norians were involved?
It would certainly explain if I'm right.
Fewer tangles.
You'll need to head to the war...
It's good you're here, Brynn. We have a mystery.
A scrinundrum.
Scriddle?
Ah, damn it.
You two are fun.
Do you not have them?
Lost in our mad dash through the veil. I hadn't felt the urgent need to replace them just yet, but if we're to compare and contrast our 3 classes of scry, we'll need them.
Could we not borrow some?
I tried. I would.
He's saying they're bad.
I'm saying that
What exactly?
they are so... that sort of...
We haven't needed these tools.
Like most Enclave, we had more prep.
This is usually the part where I find myself wrestling
Brynn, you never fail to cut to the...
a flower.
Not quite.
And the tricky part, Dom.
Indeed, and complicated. Lane and I can stabilize it, but...
I'm going to have to run.
Pretty much.
I'll just stretch extra.
Yes, in the swamp not too far.
Sounds like a plan.
Brynn, I examined the wreckage at the Grand Gate after everything that...
Found something useful?
A kinetic strand, in fact. The Ark must...
Think we could weave it into...
I don't see why not.
All right.
Then let's get to work. And we're finished. This will be quite the powerful addition to your mantle.
How so?
This strand can twist kinetic magic into a tunnel. In battle, you could push debris or enemies through it and send them flying through the air quite forcefully.
Could I jump through it?
I suppose you could?
Hey, there's a lot of tall buildings, flying creatures. This is going to be great.
You're right. Just try to be careful. I've sacrificed everything.
Don't forget to block.
You are hardly in any position to make lofty demands. The council convened and unanimously stripped you of your role.
And how quickly did you You hardly waited for my...
She is dead because of you. Because of your reckless behavior.
Harun, how dare you?
Abandoning her at the ground. And that is Khan Artem.
Is this a bad time?
Yes.
No.
I came to offer my condolences.
Oh. Thank you.
In the end, she was...
She was...
Then why
With the surge...
For generation... Isla will...
Could I perform the...
You...
Skies, do you...
Isla saved...
I suppose you... As you collect the ashes...
Do you have an object that...
Isla's most prized possession. You're sure to find something.
You knew she was...
I knew my daughter better. Return to me.
Thank you, Brynn.
Ridiculous, that Harun.
That's not fair.
Don't say her.
All I'm saying...
And who, pray tell... The answer is...
No. I would never ask Do I think how you... But justice doesn't come...
They attacked my leg.
Exactly. No.
Their the research tool.
Justice is, you have to keep... As someone who is...
I am far...
So we agree.
I suppose...
Hey, I can't
I am broken. Everyone wants
because you're in charge.
for now. Without her, she wouldn't want me to.
You can if... I know our weaver, but...
The funeral will honor her one day at a time, Brynn. So the council, as you heard, so he's been Am I the eye? But when the time is right...
What cycle do you mean?
Council seats weren't permanent, and it's clearly not worked out, assuming we survive. You're going to speak to the
I don't expect to get...
Be careful. And while I know...
I just have to find out what...
It's a risk worth taking.
And here I thought I surprised you.
And I'm judging by the way. Let me...
Don't know what you're talking about.
That's not...
Can't say the feelings me...
Come now.
The Hearthsiders believe... I thought we were friends.
No.
In my experience...
I play... Please. He was all too willing.
How did you end up down... Why?
It became apparent. Oh, I do. Still... So... It helped.
How did it get...
You didn't have a song?
Fine.
I told you. But... I'm after the same...
But Surgeborn already...
Not... You know that...
I'm not
Don't...
Kenrick stand... Doubt it.
See...
I'm going to let Arid power the scry for your run with the bloom, Brynn.
Appreciate it. Aurea?
You could use the practice.
I'm alive after this. I'll be right back.